Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the MLB 18 The Show Texas Rangers franchise. I want to do a franchise with the new MLB The Show. I've really gotten into this new MLB The Show game. Been playing a lot of Diamond Dynasty. Played a little bit with the Dodgers in the franchise. Did the Dodgers last year. And it's just really too good of a team. I'm a Dodgers fan, but they're too good of a team for me really to get a hold of a long franchise with them. If you guys have been a part of the channel for a long time, you know I love to do the rebuild series, and the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially last year, weren't exactly a rebuild, as in real life they made the World Series and lost in Game 7, but they won over 100 games in regular season, so really that was a one-year thing trying to win the World Series, so I don't know, I just didn't really invest in it too much because we were already good. But maybe with a team like the Texas Rangers, who are kind of old, a little bit of young, kind of aging, but got some guys, some young prospects that can definitely make their way up. And actually one of my personal favorite players, Willie Calhoun down in their minor league system, who's a very good player. He kind of intrigued me to do this Texas Rangers franchise, as I know he's a young prospect, and there's definitely some good prospects, but there's also some aging veterans like Adrian Beltre, who used to be a Dodger, and I used to enjoy watching him play when I was younger, and Cole Hamels, and just multiple players like that, just some that are aging. Then you have some other ones that are coming up that are very, very good. You'll see the prospects in a minute. I kind of forget who the best prospects we had. I know there's Delino DeShields Jr., I believe, but you got someone like Elvis Andrus who's getting up there. We have to make the decision on him if he's going to stay there at 29 years old or if we're going to move on from that. Rougned Odor, he's going to be very good for us. Alex Claudio, good relief pitcher. Joey Gallo, only 24, 78 overall A potential. He's going to be so good for us in the future. And I've actually already played opening day. Make sure you guys tune into that one next time I post the Texas Rangers MLB The Show franchise. He had himself quite the day. You see that we have Shin-Soo Choo, Doug Fister, Cole Hamels, Adrian Beltre. You see Nomar Mazara. He's also a beast prospect that we have. He's already in MLB. He just needs to continue to progress. But you see a lot of low 30-year-olds here on the roster, and we just really have to transition this roster as we have 44-year-old Bartolo Colon. That really makes us probably the oldest roster in the league. But like I was saying, we have to transition from these older guys and get some of these dudes like Leoto, how do you know how you say his name, Tavares. If you guys can help me out with that, that'd be big because I think he's going to be a big prospect. There's Willie Calhoun, the one I was talking about earlier. But you see, we have some very decent prospects coming up, but we have to transition from this Bartolo Colon, Cole Hamels, Doug Fister kind of roster and get it into the minor league systems or signing younger players in free agency. This roster is almost like it's set to win now because they have a lot of aging veterans with some good young prospects. But if you know the Texas Rangers and you kind of look at the roster as a whole, it's not really a team that's here to win now and make the playoffs. They're more of a team that's really just kind of staying afloat, maybe 500 if they play well, but more than likely a little under 500, just not way down where they're trying to just tank and get a big draft pick, a big prospect, but more of a team that's trying to stay afloat, maybe give themselves a chance so they can stay close in the standings and make a shot in the playoffs. But really, I just see this roster is kind of aging, and I just think after a year, I really need to progress from Adrian Beltre. It's going to be tough to see him leave, but I mean, he's up there in age, and he's going to start regressing very soon. And then Elvis Andrus, we have to make a decision on him. He's 29 years old. We have Jerickson Profar, 25-year-olds right below him. We have some left fielder, Ryan Rua. Our left field situation is not very good, but our center field situation, on the other hand, is absolutely fantastic with Delino DeShields Jr., Nomar Mazara in right field. He'll be coming off. He'll be playing actually first right away. Him and Shin-Soo Choo will definitely split some time there. But like I was saying, I just really need to transition this roster. And once we get through year one, which is going to tell a lot, because if we stay afloat and maybe make the playoffs, we can hold on to a couple of these guys and just keep progressing through. But a bad year here, and you can expect a big roster turnover. As you see that lineup right now, you just see it's kind of split with aging veterans, which can be very good for a team if you have some guys that can hit the ball as veterans still and are playing really well, and then you have some young guys that they're kind of bringing along with them. But let's see where this team goes playing in the AL. We'll have to see how far we can take them this first year, start to learn some of the players, start to learn who's there for us in the future, or maybe this team can really get hot and get themselves rolling. We'll have to see. We start out opening day against the defending champs Houston Astros. Cole Hamels on the mound. Have to see how that one goes. Pretty excited to start this series. I'm more looking to fly through year one, especially if it gets kind of ugly with the Dodgers franchise. I believe that played like 12 to 15 games a year. This one, I'm probably looking to play 6, maybe 7 games in year one, maybe even 5, depending how the year ends up going. Maybe make some trades, get rid of Beltre, get him to a contender. Maybe Cole Hamels goes to a contender. If we're not that contender, if we're contending, you best believe I may even make some moves at the deadline, which may cause a very hurtful situation in the future, but I'm here to win. We'll have to see how the year goes. This is going to be a huge year one to tell where this Texas Rangers dynasty goes. Hope you guys join me for the journey. If you do, make sure you hit the like button, and as always, I'm out. Peace.